Alright, hey everybody, my name's Troy, and today I'm going to take a look at Metro 2033. This is a Russian game. Russia's been putting out some good games lately, and this is a good game, I think. I'm going to take you through a few places. We'll start with the prologue and explain a few things. I'm going to go over graphics, mostly graphics, which this game has an abundance of.
The tunnel grew colder. Millie and I were close to the surface now. Soon, we'd climb up into the howling wind to fight our way through whatever nightmares were waiting there. My long journey was nearly at the end, but would I have the courage, the will to see it through?
Narration.
Hey, Artyom. When you left your home station, did you ever think we'll end up in a place like this? Not knowing whether we were about to save our world, or send it straight to hell.
Yeah, this part of the game actually takes place, or this is showing you the last few levels of the game in the prologue. This all takes place quite a while later.
We'll have to get through the military outpost to reach the surface.
The game's about 10 hours long.
Shh, тихо. Something's moving in the next room. Open the gate, I'll cover.
Okay.
Shit is always breaking down. Use the auxiliary hand system to open the gate.
Speaking of graphics, I had to knock down the settings quite a bit because this game does not like to be recorded. I had to put everything down to DirectX 9 and turn the resolution down.
Ready, Artyom? Follow me.
It still looks pretty good though, and the shadowing is all there. The lighting effects are still pretty good.
Okay.
But advanced tessellation and depth of field are not in this when you have DirectX 9 enabled though. That's only in DirectX 11.
Seems like nobody's home. Before we hit the surface, put your gas mask.
Oh yeah, gas mask.
Without it, it'd be like a goldfish outside the pool.
The gas mask is shut up. The gas mask is a very interesting and annoying mechanic in this game. Basically, the surface is toxic and you have to put a gas mask on in order to breathe. And certain areas in the metro are toxic as well. Those are mutants. Generally, they're not too tough. There's just a lot of them. He's a badass. He stabs him and kills him in one hit. Alright. This is an example of a QuickTime event, which some people don't like these about games, and I agree with them. Although in this game, they're really not badly done. The only button you're going to have to mash is enter. And as long as you're mashing it, you won't fail the QuickTime event. So they're a little pointless, but they're also not anywhere near as annoying as most QuickTime events. There's only one place where they're really annoying, and that's the end of the game. Most of the time when you get a QuickTime event, it's going to be because a mutant has jumped on you and is now eating your face, and you have to mash enter to get him off. Back to graphics, the level of detail in the game is amazing. As you can see, Miller's suit is completely polyed out. There's almost nothing on it that's not 3D rendered. The texturing is great. The environment detail is amazing, even down to light bulbs, which you can shoot out any light bulb you want. There are no indestructible light bulbs in this game. And it's detailed all the way down to the filaments inside the light bulb being 3D rendered. The amount of attention to detail and care put into the graphics is just great. Of course, there is a downside to having good graphics, which is that it's going to run like ass unless your system is up to snuff.
Glad to see you, Colonel.
I'm running dual 6950s and a brand new Intel processor, so it runs really well, even under DirectX 11 at 1080p. It does lag occasionally, A lot of the outside levels lag because of the particles flying through the air, as you can see, the ash. But most of the time it's butter smooth.
Watch your backs, boys. Okay. Looks it's gonna be tougher than the night.
At least they're not all attacking us. I suppose that's a good thing. Ah, suck the knife. This is a supposed to fail segment. There's no way to win this battle. There are a lot of cutscenes in this game, and this game, your character tends to suffer from cutscene incompetence, like right now. Just things that would normally never get the best of you. As soon as a cutscene takes over, your character is completely retarded. Dramatic.
Life was never easy in the tunnels, but it was our home. There was comfort in its routines, in seeing the same people day after day. But since the mutant attacks had escalated, fear ruled the station. I had just turned 20, and could never have imagined what would follow on the morning that my stepfather's friend Hunter arrived at the barricade.
As for voice acting, the game does actually have an option to turn the Russian voice acting on, which is awesome, except that you will not be able to understand what the fuck is going on. I mean, most of the dialogue in the game is not subtitled except when a character is directly talking to you, so it can be a problem. The Russian voice acting is really good, though. It adds a whole level of atmosphere. The English voice acting is spotty. Most of the main characters are alright, although they sound like English people forcing Russian accents most of the time. And when you have to talk to the children in the game, which you do a couple times, I don't know. I don't understand how they got the takes out of them they did in the recording studio. It's like that was the best take you could get. It's just they don't even sound Russian, or their accents drift in and out. Just it completely is game breaking at that point.
Artyom, awake at last, I see. Hunter's on his way in. He should have news from the other stations. Come on.
Play the guitar. Kind of. See, there's an example. The filaments in that ball were rendered. I don't know if you could see that on YouTube, but they are. Take my word for it. Turn off the lights. And especially at higher settings, these textures look great. Even light your light again. Just all kinds of detail.
Let's go, Artyom.
See, this is an example. If you turn Russian on, Russian dialogue on, you will not be able to understand what these guys are saying. Most of that dialogue is going to be incidental, but the game makes the game a lot harder because instructions and things that people give you, sometimes you won't be able to understand them.
The Dark Ones will kill us all.
This guy you're following right now is actually your stepfather. His name's Alex. And we're off to meet one of the Rangers named Hunter. Rangers are a group that are ex-Russian Special Forces. They turned to, made their own order after the apocalypse.
What about Alexei? He was at the outpost.
No visitors.
Alexei was in the back.
Pieter.
Hasn't even seen him. The captain said he was okay.
I guess it'd be a good time to talk about the story.
That's you.
The story is ripped from a Russian book. Well, not ripped, but the game is named after the book, Metro 2033. And it is quite a good story. It's
How are the wounded?
complicated,
Not much improvement.
relatively
2
convoluted.
died this morning.
The Dark Ones do not kill outright.
The game does its best to give you the atmosphere, to immerse you in the world, which it does very well.
can't get it.
And one of the central themes to that world are the Dark Ones. This guy has seen a Dark One.
No.
They are
Keep away
psychic
from
creatures.
me.
They get into your head, and they do funny things in there. Basically, the plot is that after the bombs fell, the surface became uninhabitable.
It's Hunter.
Mutants don't knock first. Open the damn gate.
And the only way to go up on the surface is with a gas mask. So people live in the old Moscow subway system, hence the name Metro 2033. 2033 being the year.
Welcome to Exhibition, Hunter.
Thanks. Now closer, Git.
It's been a long time.
Hunter is awesome, but also an asshole.
Good to see you, Alex. Hello, Artyom.
Hello.
So Hunter, what's happening in the outside world these days?
Not much. Most of what I hear is about the exhibition and the undead infesting your tunnels.
Undead is a
Artyom,
joke.
I met
really.
a trader
They're
selling
mutants.
old postcards of New York City. I thought of your wall.
There's no zombies in this game. Although there are dead people,
These are not the usual mutant creatures. This is something else.
which is actually pretty
Sounds
awesome.
much worse.
Dark ones. Well, whatever.
I don't know if you
hell
just
they
saw
are,
that screen
my
flash or
order has
not.
a motto. If
That's
it's hostile, you
that's
kill it.
related to a morality point system, which I wish the game had explained more than it did, because I didn't learn of it until I was halfway through the game. Basically, you can get moral
Take our
points
group to the
to
tunnels.
allow you to
Hunter,
unlock
we
the
must stay
the
here and
good
defend the
ending,
hall.
good being in
All right,
massive
our team,
quotation
get the
marks.
weapon.
And getting the good ending is... That's one thing about the game that kind of suffers, is the ending is not that great.
Damn,
But I
they
won't
never
spoil it
come
for
this
you.
far into the station.
It's the
I kind of
hospital.
understand, I suppose.
They smell the blood.
Control-wise, as a standard shooter, you can duck, you can jump, you can sprint if you want. You can aim down the iron sights. And the controls are very tight. It's as tight as any shooter should be. Like I said, Hunter is awesome. The revolver, all revolvers in the game are 44 Magnums, so they're pretty powerful. You can easily hold your own in a fight with a revolver anytime. There's really only three kinds of weapons. There's revolvers, shotguns, and assault rifles. Oh, and knives, of course. And there are certain other weapons, pneumatic weapons like crossbows, or things that fire ball bearings. There is a railgun in the game, which is a fun weapon. One, for being really powerful, and two, because the secondary mode on it, you can actually touch an enemy with it and electrocute them. Because it's an electric weapon. You actually have to pump the weapon to recharge it. And it's the same way with like pneumatic weapons, you have to pump them to recharge them.
Artyom, are you alright?
Of course. He's a dead-eye shot, this one.
Cutscene again.
No Dark Ones here. Just the usual tunnel trash.
Even when you don't see them, the Dark Ones are there. Fear. That's their weapon. That's what made the Nosalises run through the tunnels like rats. The Dark Ones are not simple mutants.
Go back to graphics
They're
again. You can
Homo
see that
novus,
there is
the
a
next
bit of a
step in
failing with the
evolution.
character models.
You've heard about survival
Their
of the
facial
fittest?
expressions are not good.
Guess what?
And that's one
We
thing that
lost.
kind of breaks down the
What's
believability in
happened
the
to you,
game.
Alex? You can go like
The-
lambs to the
The
slaughter.
models look great when they're not
I'll
moving.
hang on to whatever life I got with teeth and claws. And I'll take more than a few of your Homo novus with
The
me
lip
to
sync
hell.
is not good. The
You
eye
think you're
movements are
some
not
old
good.
movie cowboy? Have a look, Hunter.
Their
10
faces look very
soldiers trained
plasticky.
in combat. Their bodies broken, their minds gone.
The Dark Ones! They destroyed the outer guard post!
That guy really looks like a character from Half-Life 2. one of the civilian NPCs. There is a large variation in character models, though. You won't see the same, like, civilian character models that much. Just overall, there's a lot of detail in this game. It's really amazing, actually.
Damn it!
The devil knows what's happening out there, beyond your perimeter. I must go recon the situation. Listen carefully, Artyom. If I'm not back here by morning, you must get to police station and find a man named Miller. Tell him what's happened to me, and what's stirring in the northern tunnels. Show this to Miller, so he knows I've sent you. I trust everything to you, Artyom. Don't let me down. If we are to survive, this threat must be eliminated, no matter the cost. Eliminated. Understand?
And that basically sets up the game. Hunter does not come back, so you pretty much have to go to Polis Station to go after him. I'm going to skip a little bit farther into the game to show you a few things. Mostly the combat. Let's go to Dry Station. This is really the first sneaky level.
As we went underground, it struck me that my city was now a foreign and hostile place. I felt safe here, in the darkness of the metro, more so when Bourbon claimed to have friends at Dry Station.
Bourbon is one of the companions that you meet. At this point, you've been following him for several levels, and this game does a good job of making you care about the characters, and you do actually give a shit about Bourbon by this point. He starts off as a pretty shady character, and at this point, he's turned into a pretty trustworthy person.
Listen carefully. The bandits control the station. We need to move quietly and take a look around. If we don't see my friends, we get the hell out of here.
In regards to stealth, this game allows you to be stealthy if you want to, but it doesn't force you to at all. You can shoot your way through the levels as much as you want.
I remember this great. Let's just...
However, to get moral points, you do have to be stealthy, and generally involves not killing people.
Shit,
but getting moral points is kind of retarded anyway, because certain actions that would have really no morality tied to them also give you moral points. You'll get moral points for simply going through certain doors or finding somebody's body somewhere. You get them for obvious things too, and you can also lose them for doing evil things.
Give me some light.
As of yet, I have not been able to actually get enough moral points to get the good ending.
It's Bourbon the Huckster.
So,
look who's talking.
The good ending doesn't even make sense, so I don't care.
I have business with him.
The boss? But of course! Then to the boss it is! Where else would you like to go, huh?
Okay, that's enough. Or else we'll have to drag him.
Move it. We'll finish this later.
Move it!
So Bourbon is captured, and we have to try to get through the level to rescue him.
See if he's forgetting something. I don't see his stuff around.
That's enough of that. I'm not going to use this. Bourbon left his AK behind. This is the first point in the game when you actually get an AK. The AK is an excellent weapon in this game. Stealth mechanic actually works kind of similar to Splinter Cell in that you have a detectability meter on you, your watch, which you can look at by holding down a certain button. The little thing on top with the red dot on it is how hidden you are. Right now it's red because I have my flashlight turned on. Turn it off and it goes back down to green, meaning you're almost fully hidden. Turn it back on, red, whatever. The watch displays your system time. That's not really relevant. It also has a meter on it that shows you how long your gas mask filters last. Gas mask filters all being really old, they don't last very long. I do have some throwing knives, which are probably one of the stealthiest weapons in the game, next to maybe the arrow launcher. You probably can't see very well. I can't see very well either. There are night vision goggles, but I don't have them yet. Yeah, well hidden. Enemies do like to set traps for you as well. Grenade. Grenades are just pipe bombs. They're homemade. A lot of times there will be broken glass on the floor. If you step on it, it makes a crunching noise and people will be alerted. They set up bells to attach to trip wires. They'll set up shotgun traps attached to trip wires, bombs, things like that. You can shoot out any light, although I don't have a silenced weapon, so that's not really a good idea right now. This is the railgun, which I'll show you in a minute. I just want to... about to say screw stealth, because this is going to take too long. You do have to be patient if you're going for a stealthy approach. Normally a guy walks past here. There he is, I think. Take out that light. There he is. I shall throw a knife into his back. Hitting someone in the back with a knife is really the only surefire way to kill them with it, because they'll generally be wearing armor, yeah, or ammunition, and actually if your knife hits any of that stuff on their armor, it'll knock it off, or the knife will just bounce off of them and not hurt them. But whatever, let's shoot some people. Oh yeah, they're the stuff they yell at you gets really old really fast. It's almost like they don't know how to insult people. Ow. Health-wise, you can tell how damaged you are in standard Call of Duty style by how much blood is on your face. There's no health bar. You can your health regenerates very slowly. It's really not effective to use it in combat. You can pick up med kits, which are really nothing more than adrenaline needles. They'll give you an instant health boost. I'm gonna use my railgun because it's very powerful. Missed. Oh, I didn't know that was there. That was fun. Combat really doesn't need any explanation, I guess. It is fun, because honestly, your enemies do as much damage to you as you can do to them, so it's actually pretty balanced. Enemy AI is okay. They will try to remain hidden most of the time, although they'll do some frankly stupid things, like run right at you or poke their head out with their flashlight on for you to shoot. This level follows a little after. This is a good example of the atmosphere that you'll encounter in the game, and a character which is another really awesome character called Khan. If you can hear the music going on, this game has a very subtle but good soundtrack, mostly in-game music, things played on record players, guitars.
Nobody ever walks here. Neither people nor beasts. Even the rats are absent.
This is a haunted tunnel. Oh, this thing I have right now, actually you use to recharge your flashlight and your night vision goggles.
They know we are here.
You pull it out just by holding down the flashlight key.
Come closer to the tubes and listen. Just don't stay here for too long.
Yeah, the tubes sing because they're haunted. I don't know why.
Some say it's the voice of the tunnels.
Yeah, I just got
Others
another moral
consider
point.
it to be a form of psychic influence.
For some reason. See, that's the thing. Listening to pipes gives you a moral point. Whatever.
I know this tunnel, and it knows me. Let's go. Be careful here. This is a dangerous tunnel. Please keep your light on, my friend, or else we might stay here forever.
The only way you can see ghosts, which are really just shadows, right here.
Freeze, and look forward. I don't think the word "who" is applicable here.
This freaked me the fuck out the first time I saw this. Ghosts are just disembodied shadows. Khan is a mystic.
We need to go around it. Don't touch the silhouettes. Concentrate.
A little freaky.
Let's go.
He's like that weird medicine man that just kind of shows up out of nowhere. But he helps you through this tunnel, and he's honestly a pretty cool character. He's supposed to be in the sequel, which I hope he is, because he's awesome.
Mom? Where are you?
See what I mean? How kids don't sound like they actually have an accent? Some other things we need to talk about, mostly being the pacing in this game. This game is not Call of Duty. It's not mile a minute shooting everything. There are a lot of points like this, subtle points that build up atmosphere and tension.
Move aside, Artyom.
And it is well paced. Yes, that is a ghost train.
This tunnel has to relive its past over and over again, and those who were unfortunate enough to walk here at such a moment usually join that past.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this game is thick, and it's honestly one of the best made games in terms of story, atmosphere, and pacing that I've played in a long time. It doesn't fall victim to the spectacle shooter thing like Call of Duty would be, or Battlefield for that matter. It's very linear, it's very on rails, but that's not really a bad thing when it's done this well.
Freeze, and look forward. A battle raged here long ago. The defenders still man their stations. Follow me, but remain at my back.
See his model. His neck likes to twist around in unholy angles.
Castone lapio asterion manto. Castone lapio asterion manto. Alum ram, alum ram. Castone lapio asterion manto. Castone lapio asterion alum ram, alum ram. Castone lapio asterion manto. I'd rather that remained a secret. This is personal, my friend. I was with them when they died. Only I survived.
The only bad thing about the story and everything being that the quality of the game gradually takes a downturn, especially the last quarter is nowhere near as well made as the beginning of the game.
So when a soul leaves the body, it has nowhere to go and must remain here in the metro. A harsh but not undeserved atonement for our sins, wouldn't you agree?
I just realized I'm approaching 30 minutes on this playthrough. This game will do that to you. It's easy to play this.
Ah, shit.
Just a rat. It's easy to play this game for a long time. 'Cause it will suck you in. Real quick, I suppose.
Concentrate.
Not much else I have to talk about. The interface is mostly in the game. Like to recharge your flashlight, the little needle on there indicates your charge. This is how you pump this railgun. You just hold down the reload key and push the mouse button. That buzzing noise indicates I actually have an overcharge in it. It is quite powerful. It fires ball bearings,
Damn,
which are actually pretty plentiful ammo type.
Cursed. Clearly things are bad there.
There is an economy in the game.
Let's go.
It involves trading pre-war military-grade rounds, which you can actually fire if you want. They have a little glow around them. They're clean cartridges. Dirty rounds are what you're usually going to fire and what you're usually going to find. Pre-war cartridges are very powerful, but they are rare.
Let's go.
The bullet trading mechanic is, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense usually. There's not that many people you can buy things from in the game. It makes more sense on the higher difficulties, and there are two kinds of difficulties. There's the regular ones, easy, medium, and hard, but there's also the Ranger difficulties. The Ranger difficulties make the game more realistic.
That's a rare talent. You should
They pretty
use
much
it.
make the whole interface in the
move
game.
now.
They eliminate the crosshairs.
Don't move.
You have to look at your clip to actually tell how much ammo is left in it. It won't give you a readout. This game didn't get the attention it deserves, I think. It came out on pretty much every platform, but I think largely due to other games at the time, like Fallout 3, Call of Duty, all of them, it kind of got
a new phenomenon
pushed to the wayside. But it is a good game. It's also very cheap right now. It's on Steam usually for about $20. It's on sale quite a bit too. I picked it up for about $5, and it's well worth that.
Wicked phenomenon, yes.
It's worth it for $20.
But,
it also has a
you know,
multiplayer
it's not
element, which I
any
haven't
more
used
evil,
because I only know one
It all
other person who
depends
has
on
this
your
game,
point of view.
and he's an asshole.
Try to get a better understanding of things before you make your judgment. Let's move out now. It's not safe here.
But overall, a very fun game, very engrossing, atmospheric. It's another example of Russian game design. Just they're doing a lot of different things. Some of the people who worked on this game made Stalker, the original, and especially in the texture art, you can see it. And got a battle coming up here, and I'll show you that.
Get ready. The beasts come again.
These mutants are just the regular mutants. They're actually called Nasalises. There are a few different mutant types. There are some larger ones that roam on the surface. There are the winged ones like you saw in the prologue. And there are some mutants that only exist in certain parts of the game, like the Librarians, which sound weak as hell, but they're actually like gigantic mutant gorillas. It takes about 15 shotgun shells to kill one.
Stay put. There's no need to interfere.
Anomalies are our friends. Yeah.
So that's how it goes. A live demonstration.
Exactly. Well, again, my name's Troy. This has been Metro 2033. This game is available on Steam. It's also on just about everything with a screen. It's pretty good. And if you can get a hold of it for maybe $5 or $10, I definitely would, if your computer can handle it.
The rail car. The tunnel should be all safe ahead. We'll get there.
Even on the lower settings, it still looks pretty good. So, yeah. I'll see you all next time on 3 Dog Gaming.